found this really fantastic Ronald Reagan speech. This is a video of Ronald Reagan warning us of government overreach and appeasement. Take a look.
No government ever voluntarily reduces itself in size. So government programs once launched never disappear. Actually, a government bureau is the nearest thing to eternal life we'll ever see on this earth. What does it mean whether you hold the deed to or the title to your business or property if the government holds the power of life and death over that business or property? And such machinery already exists. The government can find some charge to bring against any concern it chooses to prosecute. Every businessman has his own tale of harassment. Somewhere a perversion has taken place. Our natural unalienable rights are now considered to be a dispensation of government. And freedom has never been so fragile, so close to slipping from our grasp as it is at this moment. Now let's set the record straight. There's no argument over the choice between peace and war, but there's only one guaranteed way you can have peace, and you can have it in the next second: surrender. Admittedly, there's a risk in any course we follow other than this, but every lesson of history tells us that the greater risk lies in appeasement. And this is the specter our well-meaning liberal friends refuse to face, that their policy of accommodation is appeasement. And it gives no choice between peace and war, only between fight or surrender. If we continue to accommodate, continue to back and retreat, eventually we have to face the final demand, the ultimatum. And what then? You and I know and do not believe that life is so dear and peace so sweet as to be purchased at the price of chains and slavery. If nothing in life is worth dying for, when did this begin? Just in the face of this enemy? Or should Moses have told the children of Israel to live in slavery under the Pharaohs? Should Christ have refused the cross? Should the patriots at Concord Bridge have thrown down their guns and refused to fire the shot heard round the world? The martyrs of history were not fools. And our honored dead, who gave their lives to stop the advance of the Nazis, didn't die in vain. Where then is the road to peace? Well, it's a simple answer after all. You and I have the courage to say to our enemies, there is a price we will not pay. There is a point beyond which they must not advance.
Man, chills up my spine, and I'm sure I'm not only speaking for myself. That sort of clarity, that sort of honesty, that sort of decency from a good man who didn't want to rule your life, just wanted to create the conditions so you could rule it yourself. I mean, there's a couple incredible quotes there that I think ring pretty freaking true today. What does it mean whether you hold the deed or title to your business or property if the government holds the power of life and death over that business or property? Does that sound familiar? Over the last couple of years, does that sound familiar? And by appeasement, what he's talking about is that we keep giving. Oh, no, if you just stay at home, if you just wear a mask, if you just get injected, if you just stay on the government dole because they're not letting you go to work, just more and more and more, and it's just kind of small, and we're just going to appease and appease and appease, and appeasement doesn't work, right? Ask Neville Chamberlain about that Hitler guy. And that's sort of where we're all at the moment. We've appeased, we've played. This thing was crazy 2 years ago. We didn't know what was happening. As I said yesterday, it's like I grant everybody that first month of COVID, we all get a pass. We all get a pass. It was so crazy. Did a few people, where there were a few voices out there like, no, if we start with lockdowns and masks and everything else, this will go to a horrible place? Yes. I think I roughly warned about that. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter anymore. Everyone gets a pass at the beginning. But now it's time. No more appeasement. No more appeasement. Make a decision. No more surrender. Do you want to live free or do you not want to live freely? Like, that's the choice right now. And those words, I mean, send that clip around, man. You can cut me out of it. Send that clip around. And this is a time-tested battle that we're in right now. When he talks about the children of Israel in Egypt, when he talks about Christ on the cross, this thing has been fought before and it will be fought again. And what side are you on? Well, I know what side I'm on, and I have nothing better to do than save the world.